Hello, everybody. It is me, Casey, and today we are doing Yandere Astral. And by the picture, you already know what I'm doing here. I'm doing an edited video, and I'm going to scream. So let's get straight into this. You and Astral were sitting down talking. Before you looked at Astral and said, Astral, I gotta go. I'm gonna meet up with a Pebble. I wanna go see if I could teach him new tricks or something like that. And V's gonna put me on one of his head shows. On one of her head shows. Astral looks at you with a look of mad and hatred for the other tunes. Oop. So when you said that, he looked at you before shaking his head and smiling and saying, "Okay, see you later. Bye, Astral." You walk away. You first walk to Pebble. Pebble is at his little home. You walk in and you see him. He's running around. You pick him up and twirl him. His little tail is flapping up and down while his cross-eyed little eyes are turning from one way to another because of all the energy and all the excitement. Before he looks at you. You can't tell if he's looking at you or not because it's hard to tell when he's cross-eyed. So you just assume that he's looking at you before you saying, "You want a treat? You want a treat? Come on, let's go get you a treat." You walk to a area that you would say is secluded from all the other tunes, that way Pebble doesn't get distracted, and you play around with him. And eventually, he finally figures out how to figure out the trick, and when he finally does it, you clap before saying, "See, Pebble? You could do it all along." But right after you taught him the trick, you realize what time it was. Oops, gotta go, Pebble. I had to go to, I think, V. She's gonna put me on one of her head shows. When you make it to V's place, it looked weird. Why was everything red? This wasn't her usual color. Her usual color was green. Her house was green. Almost anything that she had was green. Her own microphone was green. So what's going on? She's not here either. Where could she possibly be? She doesn't have any head shows that she needs to be in right now. So where is she? She's not with Shelly. Shelly's off with Poppy. So where is she? Next thing you know, you walk home to your home, turn on the news, and you find out the horrible truth. Your best friend died. How did V die? The person who's on the news, I don't know who it is, so we're just gonna say random tune. One of our very own, V, has passed away. She was a great famous star and somehow managed to die. So I guess all stars come to an end, I guess. You look at the screen before saying, "This news reporter is very ruthless." And what happened to V? You can't worry about things now. 'Cause next thing you know, you had to go meet up with Astral again. Come on, how much stuff do you have planned for today? You go find Astral. He looks at you. "Hi," Astral says in a shaky, quiet voice. Before you look at him, "Hi, Astral. You look happier than usual." "Oh, nothing. Anyways, do you want to go play?" You've never heard Astral so hyper, like he's hiding something. So you, of course, say yes. Also, this is not my art. I kind of forgot to say that. So whoever this person is, that's their frick. That's their art. So yeah. Don't come at me. It's not my art. I know it's not my art, so I'm trying to make sure they get closure. Okay. So you get kind of concerned. And when Astral starts to catch on to you knowing, he grabs you by your arm. Oh, Star, how about this? You take a nap. You look at Astral before saying, no. You feel sleepy. Next thing you know, Astral says something. I'm sorry, my star. You just found out, and I didn't want your little heart to be broken. So, here, take a long nap. He says, you feel scared. You didn't know where you were. All you knew was Astral, your good friend, did this. Where were you? You didn't know. You woke up in a cold sweat. You were in your bed? Wait, no, this isn't your bed. This kind of looks like Astral's guest bed. Why are you sleeping in Astral's guest bed? Wait, isn't this used for guests? Why are you here? Wait, what's going on? Astral must have brought you here when you fell asleep at the park. Must have been that. He didn't kidnap you, did he? You started getting confused. You starting to ask yourself, did Astral do this? Finally, you hear a door open, and then somebody walks in. Astral walks in. You look at him before asking, Astral, what's going on? He grabs your cheek before looking at you. Do not worry, my star. You're safe here. You're safe with me, he says. You were scared, wondering what's going on. But when he said that, you already knew that you were in big danger. So, why try to run when you know he'll haunt you in your dreams? So, Astro plays with you. You play the role of the good girlfriend that wouldn't leave their boyfriend's side. Astro made it seem like you disappeared, vanished off of the face of the earth. All the other tunes were confused, wondering where'd you go. Until one day, Poppy came across your dead body. It wasn't actually your dead body. Astral would never kill you. He loves you way too much to kill you. He did kill somebody else, though. And he burnt them to the point where they were unrecognizable. So, when Poppy found the body, they instantly assumed it was your dead body. And everybody thought you died all along. When Astral saw the news, he brought a little TV into your room and turned on the news. Look, love, they think you're dead. That means all of this time we can spend together, he says evilly before grabbing you and hugging you. And you'll never run away from me, would you? You didn't know what to do. So you nodded your head slowly, terrified of what he could possibly do. And then you gave in to Astral. You wanted to make sure he stayed happy, but you knew your friends and family were crying. And all you wanted to do was go home, but you already knew that was not possible. And that is it. Yeah. Bye.